My original interest in fighting started in high school. When I was younger, I don't know why, I would just say, yeah, when I grow up, I'm going to be in the UFC. It's just something I've always said without even having experience in it. I just always thought that's what I was going to do with my life. All right, hey guys, I'm Ezra Elliott. I was 4-0 as an amateur. I'm currently 1-0 as a pro. I do all my training sessions at the MMA Lab and Red Hawk Academy. I also do strength and conditioning at Premier Fitness Systems in Scottsdale with Brandon Harris. Some of the athletes that originally inspired me were Kyle Dake, David Taylor, Jordan Burroughs. I remember when I was in high school and late middle school, they had the best rivalry in wrestling and had me hooked, and I just wanted to be one of the best. Some of the BMX riders I liked were Stevie Churchill, Chad Curley, and Garrett Reynolds. They just would shred so hard, and me and my buddies, we would just watch their videos all night, get up in the morning, and we'd just ride all day, just trying to send it like them. Throughout my career, I started with wrestling. Started wrestling as a 10-year-old kid, and I was really passionate about it. I wasn't passionate at first, but as I got a little older, so I hit about 13, 14, started taking wrestling a little more serious. Some of my accomplishments: I was an All-American at Fargo. For anyone who doesn't know what Fargo is, it's the national tournament for wrestling. I was an All-American in Greco-Roman. Got 4th at nationals in high school, Greco-Roman. I won Greco State in Illinois. I won a state title my senior year. I was 154-8. This is my high school record in wrestling. Coming up as a kid, I remember I had a pretty good childhood. I had a pretty normal childhood, I'd say, where I had both my parents in my life. They were both super supportive of anything I wanted to do. I had really good friends, good family. My friends, just long summer days, hanging out, running around town, getting into trouble, just like every kid, And for a long time, that's what it was, until I got into high school and I really started taking training serious. And then I put my head down, and for 4 years straight, wrestling was my life. When I was a kid, I used to love going camping. We used to go camping a lot, me and my family. And then BMX, I've always been big into BMX. Started out with motocross when I was a little kid. And then when I got into middle school, got into BMX, me and my buddies had a little bike gang, and we'd shred all day, literally all day in the summer, just literally riding bikes, hitting spots, watching videos, just trying to excel in something. Recently, I started competing in Jiu-Jitsu in the ADCC rule set. I competed out in Arizona at the Phoenix Open, and I won it against some good guys, beat one of the trials winners, and it was a big win. And then I competed at the West Coast Trials, and I broke my finger in the round of 16 and ended up getting heel hooked against a tough opponent that went on and got 3rd. I think one thing that sets me apart from other athletes is my curiosity for the sport. I think a lot of people, they just kind of grind and they get through and whatnot. But me, I'm actually curious about every aspect of the game. I want to be as good as I can in each skill set. And I got that dog in me. I know I'm willing to go out there and break people, but I want to be so much better than them from a technical aspect that no one can stay on the field with me. One of the reasons I chose Sanabul is because I believe that they have a bigger purpose than just making products. And they make super high quality, dope products, but I think the humans behind Sanabul are really good, down-to-earth people, and their mission is to help people find their path and use martial arts as a path to better themselves. And that's what their brand's all about. I think the coolest moment in my career so far was cornering Sugar when he fought Aljo in Boston. It was an iconic moment, coming out to superstar, a lot of people doubting him, me seeing him in the back and see how he prepares, helping him in the camp, and then just seeing how when you go out there and you just trust your skills, what happens for you. Just everything coming into that one moment, him landing that perfect punch. It's nothing's luck in this game. When I started fighting, my girlfriend was super supportive. I was with her before I ever started fighting. My original interest in fighting started in high school. When I was younger, I don't know why, I would just say, yeah, when I grow up, I'm gonna be in the UFC. It's just something I've always said without even having experience in it. I just always thought that's what I was gonna do with my life. And for whatever reason, I decided to actually go down that path. My parents, my dad loves that I fight. Like, I think every time I talk to him on the phone, he's excited to talk about it. My mom, she probably gets a little nervous watching me fight, but I think she's settled in pretty good now. The message for myself in 5 years is just stay true to me. I think I'll be a world champion in this game. I know it, I feel it in my soul, but whatever God's plan is for me, I'm accepted, and I'm just doing this because I love it. One thing that I think really keeps me motivated and really drives me is every night, whenever I'm done training, I just have this voice in my head, basically, and it just tells me if I did the right things or not. And I used to work a regular job, and I tried to just do something after high school. I remember I was just gonna get a normal job. I was working 9 to 5, and that voice in my head it wouldn't leave me alone. And I knew I needed to do this, and then I eventually decided to full send and just fully commit my life to this. And since then, that voice has been really quiet in the back of my head, and there's just something about it that I feel like I'm called to this, and I'm gonna keep doing it until that goes away. All right, one thing I think's funny for my fight career, it's not actually for my fight career, but it's my first ever fight. I was probably 17. Got in a street fight with this kid. He won state, and he was just talking back and forth on Instagram when Instagram first had Instagram Live. And my buddy's just like, come on, Ezra, we'll go up there and you fight this guy right now. So we drive 2 hours up to Chicago to fight this kid, and we get out, and he's already just like standing there in a stance, like right when I'm trying to get out of the door. And we have like lights, and we just put him in this little field behind his house, and we start fighting. And the very first thing I throw, spinning wheel kick. Never trained any striking ever. I throw a spinning wheel kick. He runs at me. I headlock him, get on top. I get in mount. I start throwing some elbows. He turns over. I get the rear naked, and he ends up tapping out. And then me and this dude were like boys instantly after. And I was just like, it's just a funny story now. He's came here and trained with me before too. So like I've kept in touch with him, and it's kind of a funny story to look back at now.